I've recently been asked frequently, Max, how do you look so young? How do you keep your youth? And I'd say, it's what I drink. And they'd ask, oh, what's the drink? I'd say it's simple, the blood of virgins. The Neon Demon is an interesting movie. Anyway, it stars Ellie Fanning, and I'd say as a cameo, kind of side starring Keanu Reeves. This was a first time watch for me in this movie, and it was suggested by I don't want to butcher your name, but Kane. Anyway, suggested this movie. Great suggestion, by the way. You're awesome. And honestly, I had no idea what I was walking into when I put this on. I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't read any description or anything about it. I just jumped in blind. And it was not what I thought it was going to be. So it starts off with a young girl, Jessie, played by Ellie Fanning, who signs up to the modeling agency. And, she gets places, because of her looks, and because she's attractive. And, in a modeling agency, you sort of have to be. It's an unfair advantage. I mean, I think everybody could be a model, but, I don't make the rules. So she gets handed all these opportunities and showered in platitude all the time. And, there's certain models that aren't too happy about this and get jealous and bitter. But she then gets befriended by another girl called Jan. No, Ruby. Jan, who the fuck's Jan? Ruby. Fuck. And so Ruby befriends her and takes her out, offers, to take her out to the club with her friends and party. And she's like, but they go. And, as it goes on, you think that they're friends, and then you sort of realize that it's one of the movies that when you think it's going somewhere, it doesn't go there. It goes somewhere fucking somewhere you wouldn't even think that it would go. Like, you read the title, like, Neon Demon. You think, okay, it's about a fucking demon. I got you. And the bastard loves neon lights. You think you got it, but nope. No. So, at first I thought it was about demons, because there was a scene when Jessie was going to her apartment. She opened the door and there was big, scared. She slams the door and she runs down and says, I need something, there's something in there, and then bangs on the door. And I was thinking, okay, so it is about a demon. All right, okay, well, this will be interesting. What is it, a haunted apartment or... And then she gets Keanu Reeves, who I think is the landlord. And him and his friend, whatever, run up and he has the bat. And you have the most random ass fucking scene where I think it's a jaguar just jumps onto the bed. It's just fucking random. The one thing you wouldn't expect. So I was like, what the fuck? And they don't mention it since. There's no word of, I guess they must have got rid of it. There's no fucking what? I think Keanu Reeves blames Jesse and says, "You're gonna pay for all this." Yeah, because Jesse took fucking one of those things in her apartment. Yeah, sure. Fucking idiot. So, movie was on, and Jesse meets up with a male friend, a potential romance. His name's Dean. And, they have moments. Like, there's a really cool. One thing I will say about this movie, it's really, really well shot. Like, the cinematography is fucking unreal. If I were to describe this movie with one word, it would be art. It is very artistic. Like, there's certain shots that are just so cool. Like, really, there's like a scene where Jessie's in like in her apartment, and she hears like trashing in the room next to her, and a girl screaming, and like she leans up against the wall like that, and then the shot of like the outside of the wall, like the silhouette of her listening, and it like pans out. It's really, really well shot. I love that stuff. That really stood out to me. So that was really cool, and just in general, the cinematography was kick ass. And oh god, and then there's some scenes in this that caught me off guard. So our friend Ruby, she works in the morgue. Well, and it comes to a part where Ruby tries to seduce Jessie, and she tries to kiss her, and she sort of gets, pushed away and says no. But she continues and tries to persist, and continue kissing and sort of forcing herself on her, which no means no. So, rightfully so, Jessie pushed her off the bed, and it sort of creates this atmosphere. And vendetta is like jealousy, but also rejection. So she works in Ruby sometime later, works in the morgue, and there is a body that looks just like Jessie. Blonde hair, whatever. And at one scene at the start, she takes the covers off, like all the way off, that was on the floor, and then she goes over and locks the door. And I was thinking, just tell me you're not going to do what I think you're going to do. She fucking does it. Yep, necrophilia. Straight up. Spits in her mouth and everything. Fucking hell. That caught me off guard. I was fucking... What the fuck am I watching? Fucking eyes like fucking sauces. Fucking hell. So that was fucked up. and then so there, all of Ruby's friends, who all have some kind of jealous vendetta against Jessie, turns out, eventually they all turn up at the house that she's in, and long story short, they chase her, beat her up, push her onto a pool, like from a height, and they eat her ass. Yeah, you heard, eat. So their knowledge was, she's perfect. She gets everything. She gets all the opportunities. She gets everything. I want that. I know how we can get it. We eat her, and then we'll get all the good shit. All the opportunities, all the money, fame, everything. Great fucking logic. So that happens. Again, I was like, what the fuck? Still fucking recovering from the fucking necrophiliac shit. And then you have the two girls, Ruby's two friends, that ate her, getting like a photo shoot. And one of them starts feeling unwell. I think it's because she was looking down to the pool and she remembers that's when he pushed Jessie some time ago. So she runs off, starts being sick, and she pukes up an eyeball. I didn't see that coming. Okay, I'll stop. Sorry. And and it's like, what the fuck am I watching? What is this shit? So she starts crying and shouting, and I need her out of me. I need her out of me. And she gets scissors and starts cutting herself. No blood, whatever, and basically dies, you know, pretty instantly. And her old friends are standing there like, takes sunglasses off, leans down and picks up the airball and fucking eats it. You fucking. Why? I mean, must have been anything in the fridge, I'm thinking. Fuck. So, eats the eyeball, goes back out, and yeah, the movie pretty much ends there. Oh, and Ruby was also in a bathtub of blood. Yeah, that's good for the skin, you know. So, this movie, I didn't know what the fuck I was walking into. I mean, but one thing I did notice about the movie was there was a lot of symbolism in this movie. Like Jesse kept saying, like neon, like triangle, all the time, which I'm guessing is some kind of Illuminati significance, you know. So she keeps saying that, and it's just loads of things like bathing in blood, like ritualistic shit. So there's a lot of spirituality in it. And as I said, it was very well shot. It was really, really well shot. And, you know, I never really watched anything from this director. The only thing I've ever seen of his is the movie Bronson. You know, and it was okay. But, yeah, this movie was, it was something. But you know what? I enjoyed it. Of course, whenever the credits came up, I was sitting there for at least 20 minutes just thinking, the fuck did I just watch? But I appreciate it because it's different. And yeah, I like movies like that go that extra few miles. And movies that are unpredictable, because I didn't predict any of this shit. I still haven't slept properly. My brain's just fucked. It's like, what the fuck was that shit? So yeah, overall, it was a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I totally recommend it. It's a great movie. It's on Amazon Prime, so you can watch it there. That's where I watched it. And yeah, just, you know, give it a go and see what you think. Now, if I were to score it, it would be maybe a 7 out of 10, because it is a slow start. The movie does drag its heels a bit. That's, you know, one of the things I was sort of watching and I was like, is anything going to happen yet? And it only really started happening in the last half an hour, last 20 minutes of the movie. So bear in mind that. And Keanu Reeves was so underused in this movie. I don't even see why he was even in it. Like, for such a big Hollywood fucking star, you know. He only has like 4 or 5 scenes, you know, and he didn't really bring anything. He played a character called Hank. He threw out a few lines. I mean, he threw out one line that did make me laugh. It's like, is she going to make you go buy tampons? That line cracked me. I thought it was funny, but overall, good movie. I totally recommend it. So, great. Thank you for the suggestion, Kin. Oh, I really hope I get your name right. I'm sorry if I don't. But great suggestion. Thank you. And yeah, if you all liked the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So yeah, and oh, don't kill anyone.